Blighty Boxing in association with Frank Warren and Queensbury Promotions. We're here at the Four Corners Gym in Liverpool, and joining us is James Henegan. How are you, James?
Well, thanks, how are you?
Yeah, great stuff. Now, to give us people a little bit of background, James, 21 years old.
Yeah.
He's been fighting at super middleweight, although he assures me he's a middleweight and potentially even a light middleweight. He's getting a little bit of banter from the back. And you're 3-0,
yeah, 3-0.
Southpaw. So, debut was in April 2019. I'm going to try and pronounce his name, Gennady Krojenevskev.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. It was at Olympia.
Yeah, it's at the
Olympia. Your first debut. Your only debut, but how did it go, really?
It was good. I was happy with my performance on the debut. We had like about 3 opponents that week, so I was just happy to get a fight. So I thought might end up not fighting on the night, but he was good. He was game. I think he fought some good kids before me as well. He was fighting up to like at light heavyweight, coming back down, going lower to light middle. So he was strong. He was game as well. Taking on a few days' notice.
Did it pose you some different problems to what you'd encountered in the past?
Yeah, I think because they know how to survive some of these. They don't give you the opportunities many fighters, like many prospects would do it, like 5-6-0, who let their hands go for you. With some of them, you've got to try and open them up, and it's hard to do so sometimes, and they know how to survive.
Did it come as a shock, or was it a frustration at all, sort of knowing that you probably weren't going to land the killer blows? Or?
I think my coaches sort of told me what to expect of it, so I went shocked. They just told me to go up there and enjoy it, and if it comes, it'll come. So I was sort of used to it when it comes to that.
What about the experience of a professional debut in front of a paying crowd?
Yeah,
I mean, it must be something quite different for you.
Yeah, it was boss. Or like your family, your friends then, and you're boxing on a big card with big established professionals as well. Couldn't have it much better really there.
People talk about the little gloves.
Yeah.
When you join the pros. Explain that to us. I mean, how does it actually feel? Does it feel like your hands have just got like a little covering on them, or?
I train in 10s anyway, so I thought like I'd be used to it, but then when you've got like the proper wraps on and then they're all wrapped up, you feel tight to your hand. Like it's a boss, to be fair. Yeah.
Do you feel like you can do some real damage?
Yeah, landed on the pads, thinking around Deontay Wilder or something on the pads.
By the same token, I suppose if you throw one slightly wrong, it can hurt, can't it?
Yourself, yeah, now. If you land it funny, your hand's going.
Anyway, after that, you got out again at Grand Central, which is where you're going to be fighting on February 28th. You fought Scott Williams.
No, I think that's this fight coming.
That is this fight.
Martin Cabral.
Martin Cabral. Sorry, at Greenbank in September.
Yeah, I thought
another points one. So
yeah, I had him down in the last round, and I thought I was going to get him out there in the bell win, so I was gutted.
Really?
Yeah.
Does the knockout actually mean a lot to you? Is it something you want to get out of the way, sort of thing?
I'd like to get one. Like hopefully, I'll get one soon. But I wouldn't go looking for it and get caught with silly shots trying to do so.
Does it bother you? I mean, I talked to some young fighters and absolutely desperate to get that first KO. They're almost sort of saying, bring me in a Hungarian or a Latvian just so I can get that KO. Are you that desperate for it?
No, as long as I win, and then the knockout comes with it, it's happy days.
Then we'll move on. In November you was out again against Omia, again at Olympia, so you had 3 points victories all over 4 rounds. Is it another 4 rounds on the 28th?
Yeah, 4 rounds. I think Alfie's saying this will probably be my last one, maybe, or maybe another one after this, then step up to a 6.
If you was to describe yourself as a fighter to the viewers, how would you sort of assess your merits, attributes?
Probably quite tricky and awkward. I know.
Southpaw,
so not many people like Southpaws, do they? And I try and make myself as awkward. Makes it harder for them then, doesn't it?
Does it also make you entertaining?
Yeah, I think so. If we start, because my hands are constantly a bit down. I mean, if I get caught off on it, probably hit, won't it? With your hands being down.
Are you conscious of the need to entertain? We're just having this conversation at the Everton Red Triangle. It sort of says, you know, people have got to want to watch.
Yeah.
Want to watch you fight, haven't they?
Something I'm aware of. Like in the amateurs, I'd probably counter with single punches and be more negative. But now you've got when I'm seeing counters, I've got to throw 3s and 4s on it to make. No one's going to watch someone throwing one punch around. It's not entertaining for no one.
So do you get in trouble with your coach for having your hands down?
No, he knows that's the way of boxing. When I try to box with my hands up, my reaction is just I can't react as quick. But with my hands down, I feel a lot more aware of the shots around me.
Are you quite a flamboyant personality, sort of Normally the people who fight with their hands down are normally quite out there and eccentric, aren't they? What about you? You don't seem like it.
No, I think...
This is something that triggers when you go in the ring.
Yeah.
You take extra confidence.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you do come across slightly quiet.
Yeah.
But is it something that you become a different person when you go in the ring?
I think so, must be. Because it's not my personality, the way I box, like.
Tell me about your road to the ring. How did it come about? You say you live over the water.
Yeah.
So I mean, what took you to the gym in the first place?
As a kid, my dad always liked training, always done a bit of boxing, and always done like a bit of bag, so I'd see him doing that, and then I was shit at footy as well, to be honest with you. So I wanted to get into something where I was alright, and first few days in the gym I liked it, got the little bug for it, went back and then started spar and started training, realised I wanted to box then.
Have you been fighting since the age of 11?
I think I started about 12, 13, something like that, and just loved it then, was always in.
Were you a successful junior?
I wasn't, like had me off. Like I think for the first few years I was, and then where I just growing into, like I'd reach a weight and I'd grow into another one, and then I'd sort of just have to start all over again, stabbing myself with that weight.
Well, you can get a growth spurt, can't you? And then you can be all uncoordinated.
I had one every time I was good at a weight, so. But I'd beat good kids, beat like England internationals, boxed like Holland, Sweden, Ireland, boxed all over.
What was your sort of amateur pedigree once you sort of...
Yeah, I had about 40 fights, losing about 5, 6.
It's decent, so, yeah. Very good.
I think I boxed good kids as well from like early, from as soon as I started fighting, really first like 7, 8 fights I was boxing national champions, and I think that taught me early on, like through in the deep end really, so got to adapt to it.
Any notable names who are now in the pros that you fought during the amateurs?
You know what, I don't think no one at box is a pro. Really? No one. None off the top of my head anyway.
So what was it that led you to be, I mean, James is under the management of Warren Management, which is Robert Warren and Alfie Warren. What led you to the path of those Southern Wide boys?
It was through my coach, John. Like, he knows Alfie, he knows Robert very well, so when I was talking about turning over, he recommended going with them, and then I met them and had a phone call with them and then got on with them, and the boss been boss with me ever since. Handled me really well. So
what did Alfie and Robert say to you to convince you, or to tell you that they were the place to be?
Just told me I'll box regularly and I'll be on good shows, and that was enough. That's all I needed.
When you signed for a company called Warren Management, at the back of your mind, do you sort of think this road could lead to Queensberry Promotions?
Yeah, you think that obviously it's the name, and hopefully if I keep performing, keep improving, it will.
What do you feel you need to improve on? I mean, you only had 3 fights, so but what do you reckon? What are you thinking? I really want to nail this over the next year.
Probably get a stoppage. It's the main thing I'm thinking of. I think attribute-wise, maybe more combinations. I like to hit people with like eye-catching 1s or 2s, but maybe throw some combos together. Get a bit of that.
Might seem a strange question, but has anyone hit you back yet?
Yeah, no, I haven't been caught with anything yet. Properly, nothing where I thought that it's a good shot.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we've got that to look forward to, haven't I?
I'll say, like you say, you've got that to look forward to it. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, I think the lads are sparring here and sparring John gets me. If I'm always getting it, like if I'm not looking out for it. So.
Do you think you'd enjoy a good tear up, or your southpaw style? Just think you won't get involved like that too much.
No, I can get dragged in, which it can be good and it can be bad at times, because sometimes someone's too negative and they're making points off you. You need to get in there and mix them, and we do a lot of inside work with John, because I think he knows that as well. When the time comes, there'll be someone who can cut me off just as much as I can move. So I want to be ready to fight with them as well as box.
I know you're only young, but you might be aware the middleweights has always been a marquee division in this country. It's always very popular. I mean, how aware are you of the great middleweights from over the years?
I love me boxing, watching, even putting boxing now, I'm always watching, and you can see it's the big division, isn't it?
You look familiar with the Bens and the Eubanks and all that haggler?
Watch a few videos like on YouTube, watching fights back, and then watch the current middleweights that are coming through now to see what they're like as well, how it adapts. Which
boxers that you've watched from the past sort of struck a chord with you?
Just from middleweights, or
or anyway?
All weights. I think I've always watched Floyd Mayweather from when I was a kid. He was probably the boxer I feel like he's class. But
do you feel influenced by him?
What, sorry?
Do you feel influenced by him?
Yeah, I think just the attitude he had to it. He was in there to make as much money as he could. He was there to show people how good he was, and not many fighters can talk the way he did and then go on to do what he done. A lot of fighters talk and then they get beaten. Just look a bit silly for doing it, but he backed it up every time.
You practice the shoulder roll?
No, I haven't practiced. I don't think I've got it in me. I don't think I've got that one.
Which current fighters do you like and admire?
At the minute, I watch a lot of Canelo at the minute. I don't really box like him, like,
Not a bad role
like,
model for you though, yeah.
It's like a style. I think I like Danny Garcia as well. Box recently, I think his counters, his right hook as well. It's going to always be his left hook on it because he's orthodox. But
as a middleweight, I guess you'll appreciate Liam Williams at the moment.
yeah, he's another good one, isn't he? I was trying to think what the middleweight's coming through. I think what's Liam Williams, yeah, like middle, isn't he? Then
he's British middleweight champion, isn't he?
British middleweight, yeah. So I think there's another Irish kid coming through, isn't there? What's his name? I think he might be like middleweight or is it? I can't pronounce his name, but he's signed with Frank. And I saw some of his fights.
I know, Kevin Ajako.
Yeah, I'm going to try to pronounce it. Didn't want to get it wrong, but
yeah. What you got to remember is that Irish name. Is just think of Stephen, but Kevin. So
yeah,
he's pretty fierce.
Watch some of his fights and just gets him out there, doesn't he? In style, to be fair.
Is that something you'd like to do? Sort of get around the country and do a bit of sparring with these?
Yeah, definitely. Just mixing with them. If you learn one or two things off each and every one of them, you're coming on, aren't you?
Right. So it's Liverpool Grand Central.
Yeah.
On February the 28th. Are we going to have a good old following from over the water there? Yeah,
I think I'm lucky that I do well with the tickets and the people come support me and come watch me, and that's something you've got to be grateful for. Like for pro boxing, especially to begin with, tickets are everything really, and to do well with them and then to box and perform in front of them, it just goes well, doesn't it?
Just having this conversation early on, I mean, you're an ideal person to ask you 3 fights in. How is this ticket side of things been? Is it just something like you never imagined? Because it is hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it is hard. Like even just like the running around, like getting into people, then like some people might let you down with tickets. Then you get like a mad rush, like the week of the fight, people want more tickets. It's just like people tell you about it until you're actually doing it, you don't realise.
You sort of before you come to it, look on all your socials and think, how many friends have I got who might buy a ticket? How many family? Yeah.
Stuff like, I think now, especially with boxing and all type of sports, social media and media anyway is massive, isn't it? To getting your following and building who you are.
On that subject, tell people what your social channels are.
James Henegan _ on Instagram, James Heneghan 12 on Twitter, and that's it. That's all I really use.
Great stuff. So everyone give James a follow. It was great to meet you, mate, and we'll hopefully see you fight at the end of the month and hopefully further down the line.
Yeah,
best of luck, pal.
Thank you. Thanks for that.